Hey, I'm Cash Cuban, and y'all are now tuned in with the Record Pool.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Summertime Fan, and I'm back with the Record Pool. And today we got an amazing artist on the show. Her name is Cash Cuban. First of all, let me tell you, I love the name. Okay? So we gonna start off.
Thank you.
You know, we want to thank Chicago Rivers for booking the interview. But we definitely I want to start off of where did you get the name from? Like, how did that originate?
Okay, so I always been Cash. Like,
okay.
I really started writing and doing stuff when I was younger, probably like 13, 14. Okay. And it just always stuck with Cash, but it used to be Cash J.
Okay.
So when I went and like did my ASCAP and stuff like that, they told me I couldn't choose it because Cash J was already taken. So they was like, well, who are you? You know, say who you is. And then I was like, dang. Like, I don't know. So I was like, I guess. I was like, I got a little Cuban in me, so I just threw Cuban in there. And it stuck.
And
so.
there you go. That's all you got to do. Sometimes you got to do a little dig.
Mm-hmm.
And look, how did you find out you was part Cuban?
Oh my gosh, my granddaddy is like Cuban, like don't even speak no English. So my daddy's always, don't forget you Cuban. I was like, all right, so I just threw it in there. Yeah,
that makes sense. So where are you from originally?
So she laughing because we just talked about this. Like when I'm from everywhere, and I only say that because I moved around a lot when I was younger. So literally, like I used to stay on 85th and Aberdeen, and then moved out to the burbs, and then moved back, and then but mostly south suburbs,
right?
Like Cal City, all the way to Park Forest, to South Village, back to Dalton, like everywhere. So
yeah, I know about.
I didn't move there. Yeah, so I didn't move around a lot. Yeah.
No, that makes sense. So, like, how was it, like, as far as your growing up, you know, that basically makes you, you know, relates to your music, you know what I mean?
So, as far as relating to my music, I mostly during the summer, I get a lot. Like, we be tea during the summer, so it's like, that's really where it stems from. Okay. But as far as that and mixing with where I come from, I would say it's who I grew up around. Like a lot of times who I hung around, where we was kicking it at. Like I said, like if you listen to the music, we just be outside. Yeah, so,
I noticed it was like it's a lot of videos where it's like outside.
Yeah, we just be outside.
Because I'm like, I see her outside or whatever. So I'm like, how was that definitely?
One of the videos actually both videos we was around the corner from my house. We just be outside.
I remember that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the way you got to do it sometimes. I don't blame you. So I saw you record over at Envion. Yeah. So that's my people over there. Shout out to everybody over at Envion Studios. And thank y'all always for y'all support.
Yeah.
And so how did that come about? Like,
so I was actually talking to somebody, and I was like, dang, I want to go to a studio, but I don't want to go to just any studio. I want to go somewhere where I know they going to put me together. On top of, I'm not going to sit here and try to front like I've been making music all my life. I need someone to, you need to go back and do this so I can make it sound like that. You know? Okay. So, like, my first time at Envion, I had recorded my song, Real on Real, No Hook, and Facts. And I got them done in 2 hours. But I was working with, his name was Jake. Oh my God, that man put everything together. He was like, nah, go ahead and do this. Go ahead and, someone to like guide me. Right. And it came out like how it did. So now it's like, I just go back.
Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm sitting around here really intrigued. So I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I really go back. They really like, I like the way they make me sound over there. And then also sometimes I just record my homie Blake. Like, I'll be like, yeah, I need this done right now. And he'll be, all right, slide through. So
yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. So, Blake BZ, shout out to you.
Yep, shout out to Blake,
because
that's my guy.
I'm about to say, what's y'all relationship? Because I saw he shot a couple of your videos and everything.
So that's my best friend. Like, it did start off with I met him 2 years ago. It did start off with him just shooting my videos. Okay. But when Okay, so funny story. My second video, like on my own, he shot for me was Hustler for Real, and everything was just going left that day. So I'm texting him like, dang, like I think I just might have to cancel the video because the place I was supposed to have got canceled on me. The outfit I was supposed to have got, the person came drop it off. It was just, it was bad. Times. Yeah, so he texted me. He was like, pull out this from your closet and we're going to shoot it at your house. I was like, okay. I was like, we gonna see what you do. He said, all right, take that dollhouse, put this right here, put them lights right there, and he put it together like it was so decent. Like I don't know if you saw the video, but it was good. The video turned out really good. And then after that, we just been hanging out. He was like, this is what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take you under my wing. We gonna put you here. Like he put me in tune with promoters. He put me in tune with other artists. Like he did a lot. And I also like how he did it and didn't do it from a, okay, well, this is what I need in return point of view. It was like really like he real genuine.
Now, speaking of that return type of thing, because I know, you a female in the industry just as well as I am. And
girl, yes.
Sometimes, everybody think, a lot of people think that they don't genuinely rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. They just want something from you. It's like, no, they actually like my stuff, whatever. And it's like, sometimes you could be oblivious, sometimes you can't, you know what I'm saying, from my point of view. And sometimes it's like, no, but, they really rock with me, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you really don't know sometimes. And sometimes you could probably suspect it, sometimes you can't, So how is it, like, coming from that type of place as far as dealing with that?
So, as far as dealing with that, that's just, what I can say is, I don't just accept everything.
Right.
So like a lot of people try to work with me as far as like, features and stuff like that. But like I said, 9 times out of 10, they boys or men, you know? So it's like, I also pay attention to how people come off.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times, especially like when people I don't even know just text me online, oh yeah, let's do a feature, do. First thing I hit them with, it's $500 plus. We have to do a video because I'm not gonna let these bars go to waste.
Right, I know that's right.
So we go do that, and then instantly that knocks some of them out the way. On top of we not linking anywhere but the studio. Right. Like a lot of people be like, oh, okay, come over here, okay, go over there. No. That's also what I liked about. Like what I said, like I liked about Blake, like you know how some videographers they try to do this, do that. He didn't try to like, I don't know how to say, I guess like over sexualize me. He let me like be me type stuff. So, but yeah, that's usually how I weave them out. And then some people I just say no,
right?
Especially if I've been around, like when it was a few artists I was around when I be hanging out with Blake, and they be like, oh yeah, let's do this, and then like later that night they be like, okay, what you on after?
Yeah.
Nah, bruh. No, I'm gonna just go ahead and go about my day.
Nah, that makes a lot of sense. But that just shows you exactly like when you and the woman in this industry, you gotta move different. And it's a lot. Like,
you really gotta think different. It's actually really hard because it's like I be wanting to work with other artists and stuff like that, and I really be wanting to do stuff with other people, but it's like sometimes you don't know who to take serious and who not to.
Right. Yeah, I feel you on that. So like what artists would you work with or do you want to work with in Chicago?
Actually the only person I can really think of is I would say my cousin. And he actually just started out rapping, and the only reason I say him is because I feel like our flows kind of connect. Okay. So like on top of, like I said, working with other artists out of Chicago and stuff is like, I don't want to say it make me nervous, but it be like, yeah, because like I said, everybody is so take, and then you got people who you will want to work with, and then they iffy behind the scenes. So it's like, I don't know, as far as Chicago, I would have to, meet them and be around and whatnot. Yeah. Like I like vibes type thing. Yeah.
So when it comes to just doing your music, like just being in the studio and stuff, what do you feel like you need?
Like need help with?
No, just like what do you feel like you need for this process to go? You know what I'm saying? Go forward. Like you feel like you need peace and quiet. You need, to just like, look, y'all can't be talking in here. You know what I'm saying? Do you
like my thought process?
Like some people like that. That crowd around them, you know what I'm saying, and want that vibe there to turn them up in the studio, you know. Right. So I'm like, how do you how do you do your timing?
So, I do like people around me. I like good energy around me. I like people who love me around me. Like, you know how like you see some stuff and people just be having like a full blown whole bunch of people in there.
Yeah, right.
No, because I'm gonna start sweating. Leave me alone. I'm gonna like myself in the bathroom. I need a break. But no, like for real, I do like, because it's like I'll be rapping it out loud and they be like, yeah, girl, keep going. I'll be like, all right, girl, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep going for you. You know, it's like that support that be the, it really helped. Especially like I used to have like a confidence thing. Right. Like I said, I've been writing since I was younger, and then it's always like, well, you good and you, but it's always coming from my mama. So it's like, girl, you my mama, like you go tell me I'm good. But as I got older, it's like I had to step into that confidence. And it was like I was writing for years and I still wasn't dropping nothing. Like I really didn't start taking my music serious literally till about 3 years ago. Okay. So it's really that support that be around me that helped me, like, you know, okay, this is, like I said, you know, support also comes with guidance. This is what you need to do. This is how you need to do it. So as far as that, like being in the studio, and then sometimes I don't even be in the studio. I be in my car going music real quick, and then I go ahead and think of something, say it. I be like, oh, okay, girl, don't text and drive. But I go ahead and put it in my notes real quick, and then I'll be like, y'all, I'm finna go to the studio. Everybody, you know, all my friends, my little friends come, and like while we there, you know, record and stuff like that. So that's how I do that.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, that's your good, you know what I'm saying? That's the way to start it off and kick it off. So I don't blame you at all. Yeah. So when it comes down to it, you know, like just going to the studio, you know, you writing the records and stuff like that. Now, come to performing, because I did see the performance you did in Atlanta. So I was like, honestly, because I still, you know, I'm a manager. So I could, you know, a lot of things for me when people are like, oh, don't judge a book by its cover, or don't, you know what I'm saying, I could nitpick a lot of things real quick off back, and you know what I'm saying, I don't say nothing, but I just be like, oh, okay, they knew, oh, okay, they've been in here for a while, okay, they too comfortable, oh, okay, but you really were real comfortable. Oh, girl, and I'm like, I know she's still fresh. I said, but honestly, this is a great thing, but I was like, dang, her performance is like, she been doing this. You have to literally, like, sometimes to get artists to even be on that level of performance is like pulling teeth. And it's so irritating sometimes, because it's like, dang, G, come on, like, you need to get here. Like, it's taking too long. Like, you know? So when I saw that performance, I'm like, dang, she real comfortable. She interacted with her crowd or whatever, because I was like, I wouldn't allow, you know what I'm saying, nobody to be in the midst of, you know what I'm saying, your performance at the time. But at the end of the day, I'm like, she still played it off real good. Yeah. And still, like, had that vibe going and didn't lose her track.
Exactly. When I was in Atlanta and I did that show, I was by myself.
Oh, really?
I didn't know one person even down to the person who was holding the phone was a dancer. I didn't know. No, I'm so serious. Like, everybody had canceled on me last minute, and I was like, dang, I don't even want to go. And I was like, F it, you know? Yeah. Do it. Like, that's what you want to do. But as far as, like, I'm fresh, like you said. To be honest, that was my first performance rapping. That was my first performance, like, doing me, because I did, like, dance, band, and stuff like that back in high school. Okay. But that was my first performance doing me. And it was so funny. I was so nervous, like, right before. You could, like, if I show you the video, you can even see it. I'm holding the mic like this. Like, I was so nervous. On top of, it was a girl who went before me, and her name was Cache. Okay. So I'm thinking they calling me, and whole time they calling her. So I got the mic, and they don't play my song. They playing some other song. So she come, but she was with a whole bunch of girls, and she like, you know, if you decent, we gonna tee up for you. I'm like, okay, girl. I was like, here go the mic. So she doing her thing. They hand me the mic, and they like, Cash Cuban, and I had performed my song Hectic, and I did that because I have, like, this thing where I don't want to say it's hard for me to write hooks, but I get to the point where I could just write and write and write and write and write, and it'd be like, dang, and I gotta find a hook to put in the song. So I performed that one because it had, you know, a melody kind of hook. It's catchy. Okay. And it was like, I'm literally standing there, and as soon as the song came on and the beat dropped, it was, I don't know what snapped, but it was like, okay, go ahead and do it. Make you go harder. Yeah. And afterwards, everybody, it was like, it was like to the girls teeing up, and then it was like the dancers, they was doing something decent. Then it's like they started throwing money, so it's like,
oh yeah, it was a good little vibe for you.
It was good. It was like I was in my zone. I took a little shot right before. And
see,
then,
that's me. Because, see, when I host events and stuff like that, I'm like, you know, I used to be nervous, so I'm like, man, I'm like, I don't know, especially if it ain't, you know, a lot of people there and stuff like that. It's like you just gotta. And then depending on the event too, it's like, I don't know, man.
Exactly.
Like, should I even do this? Like,
yes.
But it's like you went out on that limb, and that's what you got to do.
And it was so nice. Like afterwards, everybody was like, "Oh, give me your Instagram, give me this, give me that." They were like, "You decent." They it was 2 girl artists in there who performed. They was like, "We definitely need you to come back. We definitely need to go ahead and collab." I'm like, "Okay, girl." And then after that, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, you snap." Like I'm literally walking to the bathroom because I needed to breathe. I'm walking to the bathroom and people stopping me. They like, "Yo, you decent as hell." I'm like,
yeah, because they don't want to seem extra or whatever, so they'll wait till after.
Oh my gosh, I got to the bathroom, I made a snap, and literally the snap was like, "First successful performance." Like it was so lit. Like I loved
but
it.
to do that on your own or whatever, that's just see what because a lot of people, they would have been like, you know, ain't nobody coming.
Yeah, nobody coming.
I ain't going.
Exactly.
But yeah, that performance right there, whatever, when I saw the energy and everything, I'm like, gee, that was dope. Like, I'm like, I really like this. So I'm like, man, this is something, you know what I'm saying? Because I be telling people, like, you want people, you as artists, whatever, y'all want people to pay y'all for this. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, you ain't, like, you doing this for fun, but you want artists to pay you. You want people to pay you.
That's another thing, like, you doing it for free is just a hobby. My ex-stepdaddy, he used to tell me that, he'd be like, you doing it for free, it's just a hobby. You need to, if you gonna take it serious. Yeah. Like, he the one who put me on and stuff like that, got me my ass cap and stuff like that. And he told me that. I was like, all right. But that's when I dropped my first song, and I was like 16. A song called That Way. It's like way back. But so it was like after that, and I started taking it serious. It was like, yeah. And I don't know what snap, but it was like, do it. But then again, it's like as it go on, I don't be trying to, like, you know, get cocky, but it's like, when I feel my song, I be feeling it. So it's like, girl, like, you know, you snapping, like, it's so.
No, that's what you supposed to do. Now, like, that ain't nothing wrong with that. If you could feel your music, it should nobody feel your music more than you feel your music.
Exactly. It was so decent. It was like, you know, because my ex had called me off the ex. I was like, oh.
She was like, okay.
Exactly. It was nice.
I was like, I like the way she rap. I was like, I really do. I was like, I like the lyrics.
I
said, she definitely got, that's how I could tell. I said, she probably been writing for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, being in this for a long time, behind the scenes, different spots, promoting and all that, you know, you get to realize certain things, whatever, like, yeah, they probably been doing this for a while. Oh, yeah, they probably been doing that for a while. Yeah, they just knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they fresh. You know what I'm saying? But it was like I was like, yeah, she been a part, but I ain't know which part. You know what I'm saying? But when you write, I feel like a lot of people don't have that. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people lack at, because, you know, that's how they forget lyrics later on. They be like,
See, I noticed that too. Like, I've tried to write stuff, like, I'm not gonna front, like, I've tried to write stuff like, you know, just stuff that'll be catchy, you know, anything. And it's like, it is hard to remember, but it's hard to remember because you don't feel it. Right. It's not you. So it's like, when I be writing stuff, it's like I could just go ahead and do it off the back with acapella, because that's me, you know? So I just be, then sometimes they just be like, do it right here on the spot. And I be like, so now it's like, harder? I gotta remember. I'm like,
right. So is it harder for you to do it like right there on the spot?
Or definitely. Is it like, I feel like anyone who says that it's not is a liar, because it's definitely harder to do it on the spot. On top of one of my I'm not gonna lie, one of my weak spots is like freestyling. Like, I feel like people who could just you gonna be like freestyle, and I'm be like cat, hat, rat. Like, I can't. She said, so I can't. Right. So it's like, but you give me 2 minutes in that room back there, I come out and I have something for you. So it's like, I feel like everybody had their weak points or whatnot. Right. Now, some people, they can't write. All they can do is freestyle. And I done met people like that, and I be like, you crazy. Like, I feel like you got to be on the, because I mean, you got to be in the house just doing it 24/7. Like, you got to even be talking to people in rhymes, to me, because that's crazy. Like,
but you know what? I think is it more so, I don't know. I ain't never been no artist. You know what I'm saying? I always been on the business side. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But it's like, dang, I be wondering, because when I do papers for school, I'm like, I just got to flow off the dome. Yeah. And then I got to like, I take sentences and I go back and throw it in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, keep this, whatever. Just keep it flowing. As long as it's flowing, my man is flowing, I'm having paper. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, good. But that's why I'm like, for artists, I wonder if that's how it is. Like, do they go through that like this?
Yeah, definitely. Even when I was in school too, like we used to be, this is my college buddy right here, girl, we used to be teed, like, and I'd be like, dang, we got school in the morning, gotta turn in the paper by 6 a.m. Yeah. Just hurry up and do it. And like, it would flow off the dome. But it's like, as far as writing, freestyle, I've definitely been trying to work on it. Like I said, like I just be in my car, I'll just cut a beat on, just write it by myself, just trying to put something together. It's like, what be hard about it be, I have to say what I'm thinking right now while thinking of what I need to say next to make sense with what I just said.
Yeah, that's what scared me. That's why I'm like, I'll never be no.
I can't.
That's why I'm like, I'll never be no rapper. Yeah. First of all, I can't rap on beat. I know it. You know, and see, I hosted a party for Enviano a while ago, a couple years back, and we was playing around in the studio, whatever. I said, and this is why I would always be in my lane, because I can't rap, I can't catch the beat. Exactly. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody else do it, whatever, and I'm supposed to go behind you, I can do it. Exactly. But that's because you showed me basically what I'm doing. Right. So it's like, it ain't really authentic at all, you know, but it's like, yeah. Okay. I'm like, because I feel like it's playing double dutch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to come in at the right moment. And it's like, yeah, I suck, G. You just stay in your lane, G. It's just, you know, it ain't for everybody. It ain't for me. But I'm like, anybody that could do that to me, though, is like dope. So I'm like,
they real. Y'all A-listers, because
I'm like, she had it all down pack. I said, I can't even catch no beat. I never sit around here like, I can't make this up. Like, people be like, yeah, you can do it. No. Everybody got their own lane for a reason. Sometimes you just got to pick your lane. But, you know, I just was like, you know, when I saw you rapping whatever, and I saw that performance one, though, because, like, I try to scroll down to people's pages and everything and see what I'm getting into and see where they been at and all this. But I did look, and I was like, Miss Muffy, shout out to you, girl. But Miss Muffy liked one of your videos, and I was like, I'm like, that's dope. I'm sick, because Miss Muffy, to me, I don't even know if you know who she is.
I sure don't, but I'm going to look you up. I'm going to look you up. I'm going to look.
But no, she always, like, she good. She good people, and I was like, dang, Miss Muffy like this or whatever. I said, I'm like, this is real interesting. I said, because I'm like, this is what I like right here. I'm like, she did a good job. But I'm like, that performance, though, you definitely snapped.
Thank you. I like what that. I keep saying I loved it because when I went to Atlanta, I loved it. Like, it's to the point where, okay, so I just had a baby, so I took a nice.
Congratulations!
Thank you. I took that little year off, so it's like I was in the middle of performing. I was doing this, I was doing that, and then it was like, dang, I can't go down there and keep performing. It's like I need a little break. I'm getting too big.
Nah, right. I mean, I feel you on that.
Yeah. So, but they never stopped, like, invited me down there, come down there and do this, come down here and do that. And then when I think it's 107.9, the radio station down there, played my song. I was like, they said, I don't know if you saw it, they played it on the little thing, the live. I was like, okay. And he was like, it's decent. And that's what actually got me a lot of followers and put me in tune with some artists down there. Okay. So like, I loved being down there.
I mean, Atlanta shows so much love.
It's anyway. It's so different. The environment is different. Yeah.
Atlanta trains me differently. You know what I'm saying? And it rubs me differently. I love being down there, whatever. Like, I love Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I love Illinois. I love all that. But when it's, you know what I'm saying? I always say Atlanta's like my second home. Yeah. Like, going down there, whatever, it's like I could breathe for a minute. And it's like, you know, I know some people, whatever. So it's like I'm easy. You know, I can get into them, whatever. But I like the networking down there because everybody is from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Right. You're not going to find, like, we done met people all over from Memphis, like, doing this and taking all this down there. You know, we done met people from Memphis.
And I bet that was lit.
Yeah, because it was just, you meet different people and you get in tune with different people. Even the way, you know, I'm more so, like, sometimes whatever, I be having a, you know, I be like, dang, you know, oh, girl, just stepped in the light a little bit and I can't see, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, now I feel like now I feel mean because it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Let me help you. Like, let me throw the flashlight on for for me and everything. Like,
yeah,
like,
they,
dang.
when I say, what is it called? Southern hospitality.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
Like, I like the love and everything. Even the support is down the, like, I done had more support and more people like interacting with me and stuff like that down there versus me being uphill. And even with like some of the people I went to school with, some of the people I used to call my friends, some of the people, like, it's a lot of support down there from just randoms. Like, it's different.
I mean, I've heard it's like that in other places too, whatever. But it's just, you know, when you come from Chicago, whatever, you come from a place where you just like, you know, at first, whatever, it's like, how long? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't.
Right, everybody's so standoffish, so defensive.
Yeah, and that's how it is. Like when you go to Atlanta, whatever, they ain't like that down there. You know what I'm saying? So
not
it's
at
like,
all.
It's like you like, you know, with your bag, all that, you know, you watch your surroundings. That's just because you just programmed.
Yeah,
like that.
that's how you think. And it's like when I go down there, it's like I try not to be like that.
Yeah,
but
and I will swear up and down like, nah, that ain't me. I'm open. I'm a
and you go down there,
and then you go down there, whatever. It's like, nah, bro, you not like you actually just like the people that you think you not
exactly. Like when the girl was like, "Let me record." She was like, "Let me record for you, girl." I'm like, "Dang, I hope Shorty don't run up on my phone."
See, that's what I'm saying. That would be my mindset in there. Like, I'm like, bro, I can't. I don't know, bro. Like, you know, that would be my mindset.
Yeah.
And you would think like you're not like that, or you know what I'm saying? You not. Oh, you open with them, whatever. Not as open as you think, because you would never be sitting around here like they be trying to real genuine. They just genuine.
It's just genuine, genuine people. Like, is everybody want to help everybody?
Yeah. And I love that. People succeed. And, you know, that's why I do this stuff for these artists. Where I'm like, I don't want nothing like, you know,
exactly.
Hey, just come on the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sit down, chop it up, you know. So I'm definitely glad that you came on or whatever. And you definitely opened up a light.
I was like, Blake texted me. He was like, text this number right here, right now. I was like, okay. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like I was so excited. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, so, I'm definitely, I love the female artistry for one. Two, especially because I know it's harder for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Especially than any other people doing this stuff, whatever. No matter what they doing, it's harder.
Exactly.
You know? And
I didn't have people who didn't like I said, Blake put me in tune with a promoter. So when I say he do what he's supposed to do, he go ahead. He sent my stuff to everybody. He posted on his page. He posted on that page. He do what he's supposed to do. And like I noticed, like some of the feedback I was getting, actually all men, they were, I don't listen to female artists. Y'all rap about the same stuff, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, it's clear you didn't even hear the song, because like for real, men will not listen to female artists just because they're females. And I was like, it's clear you didn't even hear the song, because I ain't said nothing about my bourgeois once on the track. So it's definitely harder to get everyone to listen, especially with open ears. And then it's harder for people who not rapping about, you know, they goodies all the time. It's harder for that too. Because now it's like, I'm trying to get y'all to listen to my music, but I'm trying to get y'all to listen to my music without having to catfish or bait y'all, you know, with no disrespect to anybody who do that, but like I said, that's just not me. So it's like it'd be harder trying to rap about what I want to rap about and do what I want to do without being half naked. So it's like it'd be in between the crossroads, you know. No,
I feel you on that a lot. You know, it is, because I mean, you do find a lot of women that do rap about the same thing, whatever. Like, oh, okay. But then again, you know what I'm saying? Like, now if we're gonna go down that route, you know what I'm saying? Now, it's a lot of men that have rapped about a lot of stuff that they ain't did, they ain't trying to do, they ain't even about, you know. And then it's like, dang, you really ain't what you are, like, you know. And it's like, it's easier to tell. It's easier to turn into that way, you know what I'm saying? Real sexualized, whatever. It's real easy to get that.
Super
you know
easy,
what I'm saying? But it's not easy to rap about the stuff you rapping about when you in the streets, when you in the hood, and you from here, whatever. And when you actually go to these places, oh, y'all know so and so. Bro, that man ain't never been over. Who is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, when you fly your move as a man, you know, it's different than when you fly your move as a woman, because it's like, you could easily turn into that. You know what I'm saying? You could easily
I could easily go ahead and put a track out for you, put a little something on. But I even tried to, I don't want to say I tried to step into that, but like, as you can see, I'm more on the sporty side. So I like even tried to, you know, give a little girly, a more feminine look, but it's like I can't put it together. I can't do this. It's like okay, you look cute, but now I feel naked. It's like I couldn't do it. So it's like now if I am gonna put some leggings and a hoodie off, doll up a little bit, take it to different routes, becoming more feminine, more than just putting it out there.
That makes a lot of sense or whatever. Now, I don't knock you for that, And this is the first time I done kind of heard, what I'm saying, like a female artist talking like, because it's not many. I mean, like, unless we talk about the gospel side of things and all of that, there's a difference there, because I'm with all the genres here, you know what I'm saying? So, unless you, on that type of note, whatever, you don't really hear about it in the hip hop industry or whatever. And you do find, that's what it is. Like, I mean, let's call a spade, that's how it is. That's how it's played in here in the industry. And that's how people are getting on. They like, oh, I got to be able to, sex sales type of thing. Yeah, it do. But when you get there, whatever, then you get to another dimension that you don't want to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You don't want to. Then that step back into, well, they only want to work with me because of this, and they only want to do this because of that. Yeah. And
then it's like you mad. It's like.
Exactly. Then you got people who don't want to work with you because you didn't do what they wanted you to do.
Right.
It's hard. So it's like I try to be more feminine without having to I'm not even going to say hyper sexualize myself. Because I feel like even with the, the female rappers who do, wear what they wear and do what they do, it's nothing wrong with that. Do whatever you please. But I feel like they confidence on a whole nother level. Like at the end of the day, I'm gonna go in my bed and I'm gonna be like, dang, my daddy saw that earlier. I'm like, I ain't gonna be able to look this man in his ass tomorrow.
No, I mean, but a lot of people don't think like that, and they won't show their people their stuff because of stuff like that.
Yeah,
a lot of people keep their music stuff hidden. And, you know what I'm saying, like stuff on the low because they don't.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get my stuff. Well, they gonna see it regardless.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just like I said, I'm gonna just go ahead and do me like how I want to do it.
Nah, that's much love, respect for that. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't find too much. Because I be, you know what I'm saying, I don't be trying to overdo it. I try to cover up a little bit.
Yeah.
But for these people that be having everything out, whatever, hey, more power to you. Because baby, I can't. I just feel like I can't wear everything. And that's just
not
me.
At all. Then I just had this baby, so now it's like my body like pow. So it's like I be trying to, be cute with it.
No, you good, girl. You good. You on the right path.
Thank you.
Is straight. But no, before we get out of here, whatever, I want to know any shout outs you got to give, because I know we got to get off. But any shout outs you got to give, anybody you got to, I want to see, I don't want to make sure you give everybody, they shine.
Well, definitely shout out to my best friend, Bria. Thank you for coming, girl. I also want to shout out to all my family. It's a lot of y'all, so I ain't even going to name y'all one by one. But shout out to my mama. That's like number one support. I got to shout out. Definitely shout out to Blake because put me on to a lot of stuff. Who else? Got a small circle. Shout out to whoever want to take the shout out. Shout out to the rest of y'all. So
I don't blame you. That's all you keep it small. Get to what you got to do and focus on your craft. Definitely. But I definitely appreciate you for coming on, talking to us, chopping it up.
Thank you,
for having me. I like the real vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Yeah, so. This was fun. Like
I know I be trying to have fun on the show.
I like I said, you snap into it. It's like it's relaxed. I like it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, glad. Look, I'm glad. Thank you, girl. Because I'm like, that means I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, it's real comfortable. Thank you.
Well, shout out Chicago Brothers for booking the interview. Shout out to all the team here at the Record Pool. Shout out to everybody from behind the scenes, from the producers, the makeup artists, everybody. We're going to get out of here, but always make sure y'all hit the 3 S's, like, subscribe, share, comment, do all that stuff. We need y'all support. Thank y'all so much. We've definitely been getting up on the subscriber note. We've been getting up on the views, on the following, and all that. So I thank y'all. If y'all new to us, you know what I'm saying, y'all going to see more. Of course. But if y'all owe to us, thank y'all for the continuous support. And we definitely got some more things coming up, more events coming up. Do you have anything coming up right now?
Definitely. I definitely got more videos coming out because I done had stuff in storage. So I'm definitely putting stuff up. I definitely got more music dropping. Just know that the summer is definitely finna be lit. Okay. Cause we out here, we outside, like we said. But
that's her favorite time.
Yeah, like, we is outside. My birthday in the summer, so it's like.
Well, happy early early birthday.
Thank you.
In case we don't see you before then, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
But make sure y'all support her, support these artists, man. And this is what we're doing it for. So we want to thank y'all so much at the Record Pool. It's your girl Summertime Fan, y'all, and we out. Peace.